Lisa. Clap it up. We're excited today. We're excited. Fed Nation. We are live. It's Tuesday, February something.
16th. Damn, this is 16th.
I don't know. I can't even. 16th. February 16th, Tuesday. We're live, Fed Nation. We're also live on LinkedIn.
Yes.
YouTube.
Your personal Facebook page.
Facebook.
The entrepreneur page.
The entrepreneur page.
YouTube.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're live. We're streaming. We're fired up today. Welcome to another edition of Fired Up with Rich Malachy. I guess that's me. And so listen, a very crazy weekend for me. I'll probably save that discussion for another day. But if Jenny is home right now and watching this live, I hope you're doing well. She hurt her leg, so I've been trying to take care of her as best I can, as you know. So I gotta do this live and get back and make sure that she's okay. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll on this one. We're rolling with it. There's no script. We're going off it. I'm here right now.
I'm just raising my hand because I need to say something.
Yes.
You don't know this. I'm telling you this now. I don't need the mic. They can hear me.
They can hear you.
So within the Facebook group, this is the first time we're going live in Fed group, right? In the Facebook group. There are some strange things to bypass within the comments. So groups, people within groups can't comment on the live. They have to accept something that comes up that says like StreamYard or something like that if they want to comment. But if that seems like too much work, they could just go on to the live stream wherever else it's found and do comments.
So you do that, yeah. So you have to give StreamYard permission, basically.
Correct.
To comment in the group. Okay, so make sure to comment live here in the Fed Nation, the Fed group. You do have to give permission to StreamYard.
Yep, it should say actually in the live on the bottom the directions.
There you go. It's in the live. It's the bottom directions of what you need to do. It's simple.
Yes.
Go get her done. If not, I'm live on LinkedIn. I'm live on my other Facebook page, my Rich Malachy page. I'm also live on YouTube. So plenty of places to gather and comment and join the conversation. We're here right now because I'm fired up about one major thing that's about to happen March 23rd to 25th with Origo BP, Scott McGrath, Yassine. We are putting on the first ever Food Equipment Service Leaders Summit. Very exciting stuff. It's a virtual conference and it is free to register. So listen, registration is open. First thing you're going to do right now when this live is done is you're going to go over there and you're going to register because you don't want to miss this. We're going to be announcing all of the agenda mañana.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So tomorrow, me and Scott, we're going to go live. We're going to go live in the Fed group, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to announce a lot of the agenda that's happening. So you don't want to miss it, and you definitely want to get a seat there because it's not something that is going to be up and live forever. You have to be a part of it. You have to be there to see it. And this will be the first to come. We are going to be tackling some major issues.
Let's show them the website.
Bring it up. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's step aside.
I'm going to turn this down for now. There we go.
All right. So, yeah, once you get to the website, you'll see that it's going to be access to 10 plus industry experts sharing. We're going to be sharing strategies. We're going to be sharing our insights. And we're going to be talking real. We're going to be talking fact, 2021 and beyond, of what the service industry is really going to look like moving forward. And we're going to be talking to guys and gals that are in the trenches. They're in there doing it. This is not, none of this is going to be like guessing games. This is real stuff. So as I guess we'll scroll down a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. Don't forget to get those free tickets. Watch that video too. I worked hard on that video. So check it out. In collaboration with some of these service leaders, these are names you know: SmartCare, Origo, Blue is the New White, which is also Windy City Equipment, Josh Solon. We got K&D, Factory Authorized Service, Oasis, Fed Nation, XOI. You're not going to want to miss that one. And of course, come on, Malachy Parts and Service. We have to be a part of this. So there's going to be more to that as well. What are you going to get out of this summit? So you'll go to the website, you'll check it out. You're going to see improved cash flow with same-day invoices. So we're going to be talking with Origo on some things that are futuristic, possibly for you. So you don't want to miss it, whether you believe, if you have opinions on things or not. It's good to listen and hear options. You need to know what's out there. You need to know what's coming, and you need to be a part of these conversations. Service companies, 6% of their revenues coming from PM contracts. We're going to be talking. I'm sure Chris from Oasis is going to dial in on a lot of his maintenance things. He's really good at that. That's what he does. So you don't want to miss that. For me, I want to hear it because we're building our plant maintenance agreements here and in the service industry. If you're running a service company, PMs, they're huge, and I think there's something that if you're not doing now, you're going to probably want to implement. You want to hear that. Are the days of manufacturers deducting time from our technicians work over? And I'm just going to tell you right now a little tidbit. Yes, the answer is yes. We're going to talk with Dan Deibler of K&D Factory Service and Pine Tree Food Equipment, the CEO, the president, the man. This guy has so much knowledge on the industry. When it comes to numbers, I don't know if there's anyone better. He has things down to the penny. So. And if you're over in the Fed group, you're actually seeing some of these conversations that are happening. The service industry is changing, okay? And if you don't believe it, you don't know it, it's changing. And there's going to be a lot of stuff coming down the pike that the industry needs to be ready for. So we're going to be the ones leading the brigade with all of our brothers and sisters in the service world. And we want to make it better. We want to make it stronger. Okay, that's gonna be a very big component of the conversation.
Right.
Eliminate the backlog of overdue new service requests. Arrigo, Scott, those guys are gonna dial in on that stuff. From one-man show to CEO to an 8-figure family-owned company. Become the #1 provider for new clients. Call in your local market with social media marketing, digital, Fed Nation, all this stuff. Let's just keep going. Who's gonna be there? So we got Geiner over at Smart Care. We got Josh Zolan. We got Chris Rowling over at, I mentioned already, at Oasis. We got Dan Deibler, I mentioned. We got Aaron I hope I don't say this wrong. Salo. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Yeah. XOI CEO, something that we've just began implementing, and it's been really great for us. Danny Coons over at Windy City as well. Roger Smelser. If you guys don't know who Roger Smelser is, I don't know where you've been, but I'll tell you what, you're gonna get some real strong insight from Roger. Robert Harris over at Smart Care as well, always bringing some great knowledge to the table. So there's just so many things that this summit's going to offer. And as you go down, you'll get to check out the site. You'll get to register. You'll get to see a little bit more. So I'm not going to go super in depth. And then the opening keynote on March 23rd, we're going to kick this thing off, me and Scott. There's going to be prizes, giveaways, different things. We're going to be letting you know what's going on over the course of those 3 days. Exciting stuff. It's freaking exciting stuff. I can't curse because I'm on LinkedIn, but I want to drop an F-bomb, but I won't. So you see scrolling across the bottom of your screen the dates, and you can go over to the Facebook group. Right now, there's going to be a lot of announcements over at the Facebook group. So Fed Nation, we are our own group, but we created a separate group so we can filter you exactly what's going to be at this summit. So it's at FES Leaders Summit on Facebook. Do not miss it. Get over there right now and join some of that conversation. Do we have anyone chiming in that I need to address?
Yes. So David Scott says, thanks, Rich, for all the advice and great words of wisdom and support.
I appreciate you, David. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what we're fired up. That's one of the main things we're fired up about today. Is there anything else that we're leaving out on that?
On that, just that you're going to be going live as in that group as well.
Yes. So
tomorrow.
Scott McGrath of Origo BP and myself, we're going to go live tomorrow, and we are going to be announcing we're doing an agenda reveal. Agenda reveal. Not gender reveal, an agenda reveal. So you want to be there for that. We're going to let you know some of the content you're going to see by joining. Again, it's free. Guys, gals, it's free. So get over to the website, sign up and register. This is one for the books. This is one for the books. This has not been done yet. This has not been done before. We're talking facts. We're bringing real shit to the table. It's exciting.
It's the first ever.
First ever. You see that? We need to get fired up. We need to get fired up together. We need to invoke change. We need to start these conversations, and we need to make the industry better. This is where it's going to start for the service side. So when I say the service side, that includes all parts, all right? Because we are connected at the hip. Service, I say all the time, I just posted, service is king. That's my opinion. Service is king. And we work collectively with the reps and the dealers and the manufacturers, all going down to that end user customer that needs us all so badly to work hard together so they can get their businesses up and running with new equipment, with PMs, with service, with whatever it might be around the clock, because we're all 24/7, 365. And the industry has changed, no doubt. The industry has changed tremendously. There are many factors to that, and one of our guys just stopped it. There's many factors to that. So, man, I'm fired up. I can't help it. I can't help it.
No, you're fired up, and I think you're on the moon too. Because look at the fire; it looks like it's a crater on the moon.
Listen, we might as well be in outer space because some of the stuff going on in this industry is really out of this world. But we're gonna ground ourselves. We're gonna get these conversations on the right track. So I'll just roll right into some other things that I'm fired up about, if that's all right.
Do it.
So I'm fired up because I think there's a misperception going on in the industry on what maybe service companies do and what people may believe we need. Like, what do we actually need? You know, I'm gonna don't worry, Lisa. I know you're bewildered right now. I'm gonna try and say this as politically correct as possible, which is what I'm trying to get at.
All right.
So what we do, and we talked about this already, we sell time, right? We sell time, we sell service, we sell parts, we're there for our partners. And I think as we've evolved in the industry, parts distribution has been taken away, territories have been taken away. I think there's this, back in the day, there was this understanding that, you have this warranty, that you get your foot in the door of a new customer, you have part sales, you have all these different things that came with these partnerships and these contracts. And I know, Lisa, you're fairly new to the game, but that's really what it was about. That's why you wanted these manufacturing partnerships. And we valued them, we honored them, we were proud of them, and I still am to this day. It's just that I think the conversations are going to need to start changing as far as, it's evolved to the point where all those things are just not the factor anymore. We're out here, we are our own foot in the door. It's just the way it is. Part sales have diminished. We no longer have counter sales and all these other things. I mean, we used to ship over $1 million a year out of the back door here as a small business. That is gone. Gone. So territories was always protected. There's no territory. There's no parts distribution. So our business models as service companies understand we're changing. We're evolving. We're not going to sit by and let our businesses be eaten up by the status quo of what was 2 decades ago. I'm not. And I know all the brothers and sisters in my industry, my service people that I talk to, they're not either. That's why these conversations are happening. That's why the Food Equipment Service Leaders Summit is possible. Because people want change. People want to talk about this. People don't want to sit by the sidelines anymore. I have a dealer that works with us here in the tri-state area. And I'm not going to name the name, but just know all I got to do is say this is one of the nastiest guys on the planet. So if you are over here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He calls here and berates the office. We're not going to take that anymore. I think they start threatening to pull contracts from us. Oh, we're going to get contracts pulled from you. No, this is not the way this works anymore. And we're not going to stand by and let that happen. So I'm fired up about this stuff. I need to get I need to get this industry fired up so we can make the change, so we can be better for one reason. We want to take care of the customer. We all wake up for that reason because they pay for everything. They pay for the new equipment, they pay for the install, they pay for the service, they pay for the parts. We are partners to our end user customer, all of us. And in order for this to work down the line, we all need to be on the same page. We all have to understand that you're in business as a manufacturer, and so are we as a service company. And another thing, talking about the rates of a technician rate today. Oh my goodness. My father, is retired and not here anymore. He would be mind blown at what the rates of technicians are these days, and they're going up. How can we work for $75 an hour, $65 an hour, $85? We can't. It's not sustainable moving forward. That's why these conversations have to change. So yeah, I'm fired up about all these things, and I want to get the conversations going in a positive way. So if again, sometimes people take things the wrong way when I say that. I'm not angry. I'm just passionate about it. I'm passionate about the change. I'm passionate about the industry. I'm passionate to see things come to fruition that all of us talk about year in and year out at these meetings and conferences. It's time to put this stuff in motion. So let Fed Nation be a part of that change. We're going to let Origo BP step in and help. We're bringing all of our service brothers and sisters together in this summit. So fired up about that, fired up about the issues. I mean, we have nothing going on here.
No, I think it's more so the comment thing in Fed. Remember, if you want to bring it back up again, if you want to be a part of this conversation, if you're in the Fed group, the Fed Facebook group, you have to give StreamYard permissions to allow you to comment.
Please give StreamYard permission so we can talk.
But I'll probably do another post. I'll do a post in the Fed group later on about it, so people are ready to. Oh, there he goes. Taz, he figured it out.
See, so Taz knows what's up. There we go. So there's just a lot of things that are happening. Super excited, super fired up, and we're gonna keep things rolling. We're going to keep talking about these topics. I'm going to save a lot of this. Obviously, me and Dan are going to talk manufacturer service partnerships. And if you know Dan, you know he speaks the truth, and he will give it to you sometimes unfiltered. And you know what? I think we need that. I think we need to have an unfiltered conversation. And it's not, listen, again, I always say, if you're in Fed Nation, one of the rules here is we do not bash other companies, other people. We don't name names. We're not here to do any of that. All right, we're here to start the conversations and hopefully, get these, whether it's here between me and Maliki and our partnerships and K&D and their partnerships and whoever in their partnerships, get those conversations started, because it should not be a dictatorship. You don't just say, hey, this is what we're paying you, take it or leave it. Hey, this is the response time, take it or leave it. Hey, this is the go box for these parts. You're going to stock them on your shelf, and you're going to give us $10,000 for it. No, it's over. Those days are over. We need to come to different agreements. We need to sit down and talk. And some manufacturers are doing a great job. They're doing it right. But we want this to be collective. We want to feel good working every day. We want to feel good about that partnership, just like you would. And I mentioned this before. My father always said, if both parties walk away from the table a little angry, maybe a little like it's not, that's probably a good deal.
Taz says you can bash Taz, he can take it.
And I'm not bashing Taz. I got nothing bad to say about Taz. That's my brother from another mother in Arkansas. So, yeah, it's just time. It's just time. Because I can tell you, profitability and margins in the service industry, once upon a time, were very, very, it was fruitful. They're shrinking, and there's various reasons for that. And I'm not complaining by any stretch. Believe me, I don't complain. Well, I probably complain. I complain sometimes, but at the end of the day, I don't want to make any excuses. We all have to figure out our business. We all have to figure out how to increase those margins. And listen. I'm starting a conversation. We're here, and
manufacturers should pay the going rate.
Manufacturers should pay the going rate, and that's where we want to get. That's where we want to get. If you want top-notch service, you want response, you want parts on vans, you want all this stuff, all that's got to come at a price. I can't sit here and keep incurring all these costs, all the new equipment that gets rolled out, and then you want me to put on $18,000 of stock on my shelf that I'm probably not going to sell, because they're going to go to the big guy to get their parts in a lot of cases. And listen, that's another conversation to be fired up about letting your customers supply the parts. That's a no-no here, but that's another conversation. So, by the way, I want to be fired up about that. We're going to be fired up about that. I'm making a mental note right now. We also need to educate customers on total cost of ownership. Oh. Well, that's a whole other topic, Taz. We can jump on the live one day and talk about educating the customers, because that's another problem. That's another major, major problem out here in the field. You know, the customer at the end of the day really doesn't know what is going on with that equipment. I see it day in and day out. They don't even know what they bought half the time. They're just being sold. And so listen, that's kudos. You're a good salespeople. You're a good salesperson if you do that. But there's so much left unsaid, especially when I talked about the warranty part. We're dealing with this whole time. I have a warranty disclaimer form that if you don't fill out, I'm not coming. I can't, because the factory's going to say, "Oh, it wasn't a warranty issue," and then the customer is going to turn around and say, "Well, I just spent $30,000. I'm not paying you." And then here I am, day in, day out, grinding, sending technicians. You know, a technician role is very expensive. So, you know, we have to account for these dollars, and we're just going to be fired about all these topics continually over and over again. That's why we're here. That's why we got the flames going. And yeah, I mean, obviously Taz is the only one awake, and Charlie's here too.
We just got to keep talking about it until more and more folks join the conversation.
Yeah. And I want to end this by saying, listen, just because I'm on the service side, we're not perfect either, okay? I'm not trying to act like we're like the creme de la creme of perfection, okay? We have to own our stuff too. We have to own our stuff too. And listen, I'll be the first one to say, if we screw something up, if we didn't do what we were supposed to, I own it. And if I got to eat it, when I say eat it, I mean I got to eat those dollars, and then I do it. Because I do the right thing. Doing the right thing is always the right thing. And that's another conversation to be had too. We have to do the right thing. No excuses, and showing up every day, doing the right thing. That's it. I mean, so I'm not over here acting like we're, you know, the best thing since sliced bread as service companies. We have our own issues, but what we're trying to do here is start the conversation to make strong partnerships. So fired up about that. I'm not going to keep going. I'm getting the hook right now. I've rambled long enough. I appreciate you all joining me here. Yeah, I'm excited about what the future holds. And before we go, make sure you head over.
Oh, there it is.
Here's my arm. Make sure you head over to Facebook to the FES Leaders Summit and join the group. And make sure you register for there it is. Make sure you register for the virtual conference, the FES Leaders Summit. Go to fesleadersummit.com right there on the bottom of the screen. Register for free, March 23rd to 25th. 3 days full of content. You're not going to want to miss. And tomorrow, Scott and I will make the agenda reveal. So that's that. Fired up, Rich Malachi on a Tuesday. I'll see you on the next one.